Aquarius, the water barrier, what's going on? Hopefully everyone's doing okay today. Just as a reminder, guys, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. When I say we, I mean us readers. We're reading for the masses, guys. So that includes the sun, moon, and rising. So, in your guys' sense, Aquarius, we're reading for sun, moon, and rising as a collective altogether. Sometimes we include Venus, sometimes we include the seventh house, the 10th house, just kind of depends what's going on in the reading. But generally, it's going to be for sun, moon, and rising per zodiac sign. So you guys have to remember that this is for the masses. These are the general energies and general messages. So given, every single message here will not pertain specifically to your unique situation, whereas we need to take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and apply that to your unique situation. Also, guys, sometimes in my readings, I may have a central theme in terms of the reading, where things are going. Sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends upon what's delivered. Sometimes I may go on one tangent in terms of messages going here to the left, and sometimes I'll go on, another tangent, messages to the right. It kind of just depends. I may bring it back, I may not. It kind of just depends. So I do this so I can get as many messages as I can out for your guys' situations. Also, make sure you guys watch your sun, moon, and your rising, so you guys can go ahead and get some more clarity in terms of that. So in each video for your sun, moon, and your rising, take the bits that resonate and leave the bits that don't, and just put them together and then apply them to your unique situation as to how it pertains to it. Which leads me to my next point, guys. If you guys would like to book a private reading, please see the description box for information in terms of how to obtain one with the link there. And when you do book a private reading, all of these spreads and all of the messages will and are guaranteed to resonate with your unique situation. Okay, guys? So if you guys feel like you need one, book one, and we'll dive right into your guys' situation. Also, if you guys would like to skip the intro and the astrology and the shuffling and all of that sort, please see the comments section of this video for a timestamp by me that I posted for you guys. It's the very first comment. It's going to be pinned with a timestamp in terms of how to skip, or the timestamp given that's there to skip the introduction and all the shuffling and all of that. I'm going to say that one more time, guys. Please see the timestamp available if you guys would like to skip the astrology and the shuffling. It's available in the comment section, the very first comment pinned by me. Okay, guys? Let's go ahead and give you guys this astrology for the month for Aquarius here. Sometimes it can bleed off into a rising, but it's usually meant for an Aquarius sun sign, okay? And if it does pertain to a rising, I'll go and let you guys know through the different forecasts. Okay, Aquarius. So for August 2017, it may be a month where career and outer ambitions may dominate over family and emotional matters. However, the house of family is also very active, whereas you may have to gain or give equal importance regarding domestic affairs. Aquarius, you may compile all of your spiritual experiences and explore the practical feasibility of using them this month. Planetary aspects are not very favorable for these exercises, and you may have to proceed with caution. You may have to tread cautiously and avoid all confrontations this month. This month, Mercury is favorable for creative people in your life. During this month, they may cover various facets of life, such as drama, emotion, and criticism. In terms of career, this month you may implement the career or your career plans you have thought about earlier, whereas professional development is excellent for Aquarius sun signs. However, they may require more analysis before you accept them. However, your financial investments should be done after careful examination. You should be careful to not get into dubious transactions either. In terms of love, relationships, and partnerships, for coupled water barriers, the presence of Mars in your house of family may affect your family life to a great extent this month. Family environments may, they may be a little, kind of conflict, and they may arise in terms of conflict between your family members. Your preoccupation with career may be a source of disturbance as well this month. This month, you may need to take care in balancing your professional life with family life. For single water barriers, the influence of Saturn may slow down the progress of the Aquarius, partnerships this month. You may be looking for spiritual people as romantic partners. Love may be found in spiritual environments or while you are engaged in social service. You shall allow love to bloom slowly as well this month. In terms of health, you may find that your health may be a little problematic this month, whereas you shall attend to the important jobs that conserve your energy with enough relaxation and breaks. Overall, Aquarius, August 2017 forecasts a month when career and professional aspirations will need to be balanced with a happy family life. Okay, let's go ahead and bless the deck and then we'll get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Aquarius with the clarity and direction as to which he or she seeks, and please grant to me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay every single message as they're meant to be. Okay, Aquarius, we're coming into the reading with the One of Fire in reverse here. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. I can see here that change is on its way. It's very evident here that that's what's going on. And I feel like it's a good thing. But the only thing, Aquarius, is I'm picking up and I'm sensing from this spread that there is a lot of hindrances that are presenting itself or that are involved in here in this change. Now, I can see here that the intention is right. The intention is there. I'm not negating that. Yes, for sure. But Aquarius, I'm also picking up that there's a lot of frustration that's being built up here. I feel like this is a lot of pressure is balling up, and it's starting here, and it's coming, and it's just an explosion. Seems like that's on the agenda. Now, I can see trying, yes. I can also see here with your two base cards that we have the Three of Water, or the Three of Cups, and we also have Resurrection, which is also Judgment. Now, I just want to let you know, because I've been letting other signs know when this came up in their reading, that the Judgment card here, Judgment here in terms of the numerology, XX or 20, is normally Justice, and then Justice is the same numerology as Judgment in a traditional tarot deck. I'm not sure why that happened in this deck, but it did. I just want to let you guys know that in case you guys see that weirdness going on. I don't think it's a misprint, but for the sake of just letting you guys know. Okay, so you could be dealing maybe with the Sagittarius, or have Sagittarius in your chart, maybe a Capricorn, also maybe an Aries specifically. I think that's all I really see so far. But okay, so back to what I was saying about the intentions there. I can see it, but I feel, Aquarius, that we've reached a point where you guys need to decide what's the right way about going about this. How is this going to be successful? But most importantly, what's the end result? Now I see a lot of planning here, which is good. But we have the One of Fire here. We have the Two of Fire in reverse and also the Two of Cups in reverse. I see that you're trying to protect your stability, Aquarius, with the Emperor here. And he's upright. But once again, going back to the frustration, people aren't maybe necessarily working with you right now. You're trying to do this. I mean, Aquarius, this is a great reading. I mean, you have the Magician here, or the Magus, same thing, the Magician here, and you also have the Emperor here. That's wonderful. I can see a lot of the change, having all of the necessities of accomplishing this change. But I think Temperance is here to remind you, Aquarius, that we're going to go with the saying, not what you say, it's how you say it. That has a lot to do with this reading. I can see also that you do want people to work together. You do want in spirit everyone just to get along. And like I said, that's why I see the intentions here. But I can see, Aquarius, that with the Eight of Water here and the Two of Water in reverse, in conjunction with the One of Fire in reverse, it's time to make a decision, Aquarius, in terms of needing to walk away from certain things or certain people. Okay, I just picked up, Aquarius, like maybe in order for you to move forward, and in order for you to achieve this goal in mind, you're going to need to walk away from certain people, Aquarius. You're going to have to let certain people go. And I'm also kind of getting to that maybe some of these people that you must let go, you do enjoy their company and you do enjoy having them around. But I feel like it's in direct conflict with trying to protect your stability and trying to achieve it. Like I keep saying, the intention's there. But I feel like maybe some of these people that you involve yourself with, you may like them and they may bring some joy to your life. But are they really good for you, though? If everyone is great for you in terms of who you fraternize with or who you, involve yourself with, why are you needing to walk away from certain people or certain circumstances? And I feel like because it's in direct conflict with your stability, you're going to have to, can we backtrack? In your thoughts, Aquarius, what's crowning you here? We have the Emperor, we have the Five of Fire, the Sister of Fire in reverse, and we also have the Devil here in reverse. In your thoughts alone, I can see, Aquarius, that a lot of the ways that you are going about in terms of maintaining and protecting your stability, the things that you need to do to move forward successfully and accordingly, the way that you're going about doing it, not the intention, but the way that you are manifesting it, maybe some of the conflict that's coming from it has a lot to do with maybe how you're approaching it, maybe how you are going about it. Because I see here that the Sister of Fire is in reverse, or the Page of Wands, aka, is in reverse. So I feel, Aquarius, like I said, that's what I'm seeing, and I'm feeling a lot of frustration being built up. And also the One of Fire here and the Two of Fire here, or the Ace of Wands, or the Two of Wands, is here in reverse as well, Aquarius. It's like a triangle, or like, yes, you can call it that, but these two base cards, these two crowning cards, crowning how you're coming into the reading and going down to the clarification. And it's funny, of course, how Two of Fire, right? In reverse, that's not choosing the right direction, not wanting to make a decision in terms of what you want to do and how you want to go about it. Making a certain decision, Aquarius, with the one of fire here. Making this connection here, the decision or the plan or the course of action that you want to decide upon going into, right, leads up to these two cards here that's crowning you. How you're going about doing it, is that bringing about a lot of struggle, a lot of conflict with other people. And I feel, Aquarius, that you must make the discernment between who's actually there in support of you and who is not. Who's pushing you into making the right decisions, given that they are, which I'm pretty sure they are, or who's preventing you from making the right decisions. And these people that are preventing you, right, preventing you from making the correct decision, are the ones in which you need to maybe walk away from, Aquarius. They're no longer serving you. They're causing you to feel like the two of water here in reverse, where you can't have that union no longer or any longer with them. And when, Aquarius, you choose, the time is that you need to walk away. See, needing to not walk away, not wanting to, needing to, is when you'll make that decision based upon the right decisions, based upon how you want to manifest this and where you're trying to go with this. And I believe that that's why judgment is here. Because I feel, Aquarius, that you have worked on a couple things as to which hindered you from moving forward in your life successfully. I'm not knocking that. But this month, a lot of signs I've been getting the devil card in reverse. But it's not a total release of it. It's not a total release of the people that are keeping you bound or the situation that's keeping you bound. It's still lingering around. You're just unaware that it's still there. A lot of signs I've been getting that this month from the 1st to the 15th, of not being aware that the devil card, the situation, the person, whatever the case may be for you, is still around. You just aren't really seeing it right now. But it's still around. And I feel like that's what's, you kind of know it's around still. There's still fragments of it. There's still residuals of it. There's a scintilla of it still lingering within your situation or circumstance. And I feel like this is the one thing that's causing a lot of the upheaval, that's causing a lot of the issues in terms of not being able to move forward and to being stuck between this weighing out of options. And I feel, of course, like it's time to go back, look at what's going on, acknowledge this devil card still being here, even though it's in reverse, it's still around. You just don't know, or you're not really too aware that it's around. But when it's in your thoughts, I can kind of see that you know a little bit that it's still there. You haven't completely dealt with that issue yet. And I feel like that's why the one of fire is here, why you came into the reading with the one of fire in reverse. It's not the intention's there, like I keep saying. But this devil card is still in your thoughts. It's still in your mind. It's preventing you from making the correct decision or trying to start and kickstart this change. But you're going to have to get rid of this devil card. That's the only way to move forward, because it's controlling the rest of your thoughts, Aquarius. It's having an impact on it. It's interceding. It's impeding upon your plans. And whatever this may be for you, you're going to have to figure this one out. And I feel, of course, like that's why we have judgment here, or resurrection here. We also have the three of water here. You're going to have to make the decision, Aquarius. Which one do you want? But one comes before the other. There's a predication. You're going to have to see why this devil card is still there, even though you may not quite be aware of it, but it's still lingering around. You're going to have to make that judgment upon yourself. Are you willing to keep that around? And if you are, and it prevents you from moving forward, you can't be upset at that because you allowed some of this to infiltrate your plans, to infiltrate into coming between making a solidified and sound decision. When it's released is when I feel, Aquarius, that when you're going to get this 3 of water moment, when people can then just come together and you're happy with everyone. And I feel like that's why the 8 of water is here with the 2 of water in reverse. Sometimes the 2 of water, I look at it as being a union of your spiritual self and your physical body that's on this physical plane. This devil card here is preventing this, Aquarius, this moment from transpiring and from happening, because maybe you haven't completely grasped your spirituality in terms of how it works and how it applies. And it's okay. This is a learning experience. But you have to realize that this one thing that's still lingering around, you need to cast judgment on it, but it's more for yourself. And when that is dealt with and when you cast the proper judgment is then when you can then go ahead with your plans with the Magician here and with Temperance here. It's pivotal, it's important, and it's needed is when this happens, when this casting of judgment upon yourself, Aquarius, happens. I don't know why I'm picking up that it's people that you involve yourself with. I'm just picking up on that prevalently here. When this happens is when you are going to then know the decision that you need to make. And I feel like when you release this devil card is when the struggle will stop, or it'll at least cease. It may calm down. It may then clear your mind in terms of it still being there. It's going to change the way that you look at things. It's going to change the way how you handle things. There's going to be a moment of clarity for you. Then you can then move forward and not be in this space of not knowing what to choose. But you're going to have to let it go. And you're going to have to then get in touch with yourself and see why it's still around. When this happens, Aquarius, all of these cards that are in reverse will turn up right for you. But until that happens, Aquarius, and if you keep it lingering around, you're going to be hit with blocks along the way. And it's going to show you, the universe, God, your higher power is going to show you, Aquarius, why you can't move forward. And then at the end of the day, the judgment, Aquarius, is going to be on you. And the judgment's going to be, do you want to manifest things your way, the right way? Or do you want to be able to make the right decisions? In terms of, Aquarius, one is dependent upon the other. You can't manifest your goals and everything that you want to do if you don't make the correct decision to see a favorable result of whatever the goal is in mind. Even if the goal in mind is bad or it's injurious, let's just say, I'm not saying that's what it is, but just let's take it in that sense. You have to make the correct decisions in order for it to manifest like that or accordingly. And it's the same way of making the correct decisions if you want to do things a more positive way. You have to make those correct decisions that are according to that plan. But it's first going to start with casting judgment on yourself, Aquarius. You're going to have to see why it's still there. And then you're going to have to realize that's why you're not making the correct decisions, and that's why you can't move forward with the plan or with the trajectory and plan, with the idea of what it is that you're trying to manifest and what you want. And it's going to continue to infiltrate your plans. It's going to continue to make you feel like you're approaching a situation in the wrong manner, because all in all, you are, Aquarius. You are. And you're going to create what it is that you think of, or the decisions that you make are going to completely be according to what comes out of it. But it includes walking away, and you need to walk away, but you're going to have to make that decision. There's no way around it. And it's showing you here, Aquarius. You can get what you want, but you're fighting for something that you want. But you can also fight for something that you want that isn't correct as well. I hope I'm making myself a little bit clear here, but if you want bad, you're going to fight to get bad. If you want good, you have to fight to get good. But it starts with making the correct decision and doing it according to plan. Because you have all the tools necessary that you need to make the decision, but which one are you going to make? Two, in reverse. This is a waiting period. This is having two decisions. You know, which hand are you going to choose? A or B, or A or B, whatever the case may be. But when you see twos in reverse, it's not necessarily waiting on a plan, it's making the wrong decision based upon the plan. And it has to do with the twos. It's no longer waiting anymore, or it's just choosing to not make a decision, which is just as bad as making the wrong decision. It's stagnation. But I think the one of fire here is showing you the beginning stages of these decisions are not correct. They're not intact. They don't make sense. The reason why it's not going where you want it to is because the beginning of the decision, or the beginning stages of commencing this plan is not correct. So if you make the wrong decision here, what makes you think that you can look at future decisions and make the correct decision if the beginning stages of it is off? And also, Aquarius, I mean, yeah, people will be in favor of it, or things may manifest appropriately for you accordingly. But you have to remember who's involved in this three of water here, who's involved in this agreement, or this coming together with other people that are in support of this. If it's wrong, the people that are in support don't have your best, the best intention in mind. Because if you make a wrong decision for the wrong crowd, they're going to be happy, of course. But is the foundation proper? Do these people deserve to be around? You're going to need to walk away, Aquarius. There's no way around it this time. You're going to have to do it, because, like I said, if you want to make the correct decisions and manifest good and manifest sound things, and it be applicable and applicable to your life, you're going to have to make the correct ones, of course. And there's, like I said, there's no way around it, buddy. Because, like I keep saying, the people involved in it, you're going to choose who is involved in this and who are you working for. And if it directly goes against what you're trying to do, if it's good, you know that that's not the right people that you need to be involving yourself with, because these people are not going to help you protect your stability. They're going to want to take it from you or protect their idea of what the stability is, and it's not really yours. But when I see this card upright, you want it for you. And also the magician here, you want it for you. The magician is also someone who works behind the scenes. You have to work behind the scenes, Aquarius. And this all includes behind the scenes. Every one of these cards include behind the scenes, with the exception of maybe the Five of Fire. But this is the latent consequence, or the latent effect, the after effect of not doing this properly. I don't see this as being a bad spread, Aquarius. I see this as being a spread of awareness and of God, the universe, your higher power letting you know, hey, what are you doing? This is a reminder of what's really important and what you really have in mind. Okay, let's pull some advice cards. Okay, Aquarius. So, for your advice cards, Father of Earth upright, the Ten of Wind upright, Nine of Earth upright, the Chariot, and the Hangman both in reverse. if you want Aquarius to succeed in having the healthy abundance in terms of your stability and in terms of gaining from it and it being a strong foundation and it being a strong foundation in your life, and if you want to maintain that, you're going to have to decide, Aquarius. What decisions are you going to make? Are you going to make the decisions that cause you turmoil and that cause you pain and cause you to have to start over again and have all those swords in your back? We're going to make the right decisions, Aquarius, that are going to help maintain this. You could be dealing with the Cancer or another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or you could have this in your chart. You also could have Cancer in your chart as well. Are you going to make the correct decisions, Cancer, Aquarius? Are you going to make the right decisions, Aquarius, that are going to then add to this stability? It's going to maintain it. Or are you going to choose the wrong ones and involve yourself with the wrong people that bring you nothing but sadness and turmoil and shame and despair? Because it's all dependent upon what type of movement comes from this decision, from these decisions. Are they going to move in your favor, or they're not? If you make the wrong ones, the 10 of wind here or the 10 of swords here, it's going to move in a counterproductive trajectory. It's going to move at that pace that isn't going to actually provide you with what you want. Because this is what you want, but it depends upon your decisions. And the Hangman here is a reminder, Aquarius, to make the right decisions, because that's the Hangman. These are two conflicting ideals. The Chariot in reverse means it's either not going in your favor, it's not moving in your favor. Stagnation. The Hangman reverse means that you made a decision, so therefore you're moving forward with it. No stagnation. And it's funny, if you think, or if you look at it like this, right? If you don't make the right decisions, Aquarius, you're going to have stagnation. It's not going to move in your favor or in the right way. It's going to move, but not in according to having that proper stability. But if you make the correct decisions, Hangman reverse, specifically making the correct decisions, no longer hanging out and looking at your options, actually choosing it, is when you get the 9 of Earth, the 9 of Pentacles, when you'll move correctly in the right decision. And you'll achieve this in the end. You'll achieve this in the end. But it's going to start, Aquarius, by casting judgment upon yourself. And what are you doing? It starts with you. Be the change that you require. Okay, let's pull a Jesus card, see what's going on. With God, all things are possible, Aquarius. Matthew 19:26. That's what the Lord's trying to tell you, Aquarius. Or your higher power, whoever you confide in, with them, because they come from the correct, or comes from love, Aquarius. Comes from self-love. That's what the root of all great movements or great people, especially God, is involved in. That's the root. When things are done out of love, everything follows suit accordingly, and you'll achieve this Father of Earth, this substance of meaning and of maintaining this substance. You're going to have to believe first that you can actually cast the judgment upon yourself and make the correct decisions of putting your faith in Him, in your higher power. Because anything is possible. But you have to first consult him, and then that's when people will follow suit that deserve to be around. Because they want to be around, because they're there to help you provide this. They're going to help you along the way to making the correct decision so you can achieve this for yourself, and they'll find a way to, it'll find its way in terms of being there with you when you do achieve this. But you can. But you're going to have to believe it. You're going to actually have to work at it, Aquarius, and make the correct decisions. It's funny. I just wanted to flip the top over. Look, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. Matthew 26:41. You know, Aquarius, remember when I was saying about the people in your life and what you're doing and who you're hanging out with and what's going on? They're the temptation, the wrong crowd, the wrong people. This is the temptation. It's all the temptation. You can no longer enter into the temptation. Watch and pray and be careful that you don't enter into the temptation. That's where it all starts from. We get tempted into doing this because the temptation only wreaks havoc. Because when we entered into the temptation, the beginning steps of the creativity and how you want to apply it is off, and it's not great. This is coming in with, or not wanting to understand, ignoring the fury and the anger and the temptation. And this is what ends up happening at the end. The struggle, the conflict with other people, Aquarius. Okay, so I think this concludes the reading. It wasn't bad, Aquarius. It was just, giving you some advice and, trying to whip you up into shape. But you can do it. I know you can. All things are possible, right? With God. They are. You have to stay on that track. Okay, Aquarius, check out Matthew 19 and check out Matthew 26. Something will be in there for you. I know it will be. Okay? I'll see you from the 15th to the 31st or any other random video I put out. All right, I'll see you. Be good.